Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Arsenal made light work of Sporting Lisbon without Amorim. Yeah, it's looking peak. It's looking long. Look, I don't want to talk about that match because I don't really want to sit here and talk up Arsenal. They were sensational. Nonetheless, Odegaard was just unbelievable. But the man that I want to talk about, the man that is getting linked with us, the man that we've been linked to for a little while now, and the news has popped up again, albeit it's a source that I don't really trust too much because I've been burned by that source previously. Record Portugal, yeah, nothing to fret about too much. But Gyokeres, Victor Gyökeres, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I missed the second half because I had to do some errands, drop off my kids to school, daycare, my wife to work, and whatnot. So I missed the second half. I did watch the first half. So do let me know in the second half what you saw in regards to Victor Gyökeres. Now, look, I always like to judge Victor Gyökeres against better quality opposition. I know he did really well against Manchester City, but everyone's doing well against Manchester City. They're leaking goals left, right, and centre. In fact, I think they leaked even more goals today. What ended up happening? 3-3. Oh, my God. Manchester City, Feyenoord, it's 3-3 when they were leading 3-0. Oh, my God. We need to talk about Manchester City probably in a totally separate situation. But come back to Victor Gyökeres, that first half, I have to say, he was bullied. He really was bullied against quality opposition, against quality defenders. Yeah, look, Sporting didn't see much of the ball. It was all Arsenal. They're working very much off the ball. But every time the ball was fizzed into him, he could not handle it. He simply could not handle it, whether it's Magalhaes, whether it's Saliba, they were onto him and they made sure that he always coughed up the ball and there was always a forced error, right? Not unforced error, forced error. A couple of times he did get into the wide areas, but his passing wasn't great. Look, overall, there's a tweet. I want to share this particular tweet. There's a tweet from Curtis Shaw. Even Arsenal fans were laughing at it. So let's have a look. Curtis Shaw's name doesn't come on there, yeah? There was a tweet from Curtis Shaw. Yeah, the 3-3 is mad. We need to probably talk about that. Gyökeres there cooked Kiwior. Okay, so he did 11 minutes ago. He did cook Kiwior for a first bit of quality. But have a look at this. Have a look at this. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've made Gyökeres look like Glenn Murray. And honestly, there were large parts of that half. He was made to look like Glenn Murray. Now, come back to the news as to why we're talking about this. Chelsea are leading the race to sign Victor Gyökeres and are prepared to agree 90 million euros deal in January and loan him back to Sporting Lisbon for the rest of the season. That doesn't make sense to me. Sign him for 90 million and then loan him back. This is why I don't like Record Portugal. That is a BS nonsense piece of news. That's never going to happen. And this is the other thing. Look, I don't know how expensive he's going to be in terms of transfer fee. There are reports that there could be a cut price price tag on him, perhaps in the vicinity of 60 million or so. I don't know whether that's true, but he did at one stage have a 90 million release clause on him. So that's one thing. We don't know the entirety, the true situation of that. But the other factor is his wages. His wages are going to be high. He is now, Victor Gyökeres, is scoring for Sporting on a regular. He's scoring for Sweden as well on a regular. He is a superstar. He's going to demand a lot of money. How much weight do we put on his performances in the Portuguese league against defenders that are not going to be in the same caliber of defenders in the Premier League? So the real question is Victor Gyökeres good value for money? The level of wages you're going to have to, and that's the other thing. I don't think we're going to pay that level. Someone like Victor Gyökeres will demand upwards of close to 180, close to 200k. His next deal has to be a blockbuster deal for him. He's done his time at championship level. He's now done his time in Portugal where he's banged in a lot of goals, banging in goals for Sweden. His next big stop is going to be a big wages club, 100%. That's something I don't think we entertain. And this is why I posed the question, value for money. What is the best? There are other options available. Liam Delap for me is probably the next best thing. And no one needs to look, people need to clock this now. And I know I've been a bit skeptical previously, but in this season especially, I still believe Nicholas Jackson definitely needs a bit of competition. There's no two ways about that. He definitely needs competition. But I have to say he's improved immensely. Whoever comes in will have a mad challenge with Nicholas Jackson. Don't get me wrong. I know Jackson, when it comes to big matches as well, hasn't really delivered as yet. But Jackson has adapted to the Premier League, has adapted to what Maresca wants. Off the ball work rate is immense. Victor Gyökeres, as I said, my biggest problem with Victor Gyökeres is far too many goals that I've seen are from defense being way open. What do you do when you do play? If you do end up signing for us, what are you going to do when you're going to come up against quality oppositions that defend well, have quality defenders, and sometimes they'll have a low block? What are you going to do in those instances? I still think Gyokeres is a very good footballer, someone who can fit in the Maresca's, philosophy, someone who's mobile up front, can work hard, he'll press well. He'll win the ball from high up, cut off passing lanes, this, that, the other. But as I said, in terms of value for money, what is the best solution? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. This news is also coinciding with another striker news that has materialized earlier today. Exclusive: Brighton make Evan Ferguson available on loan in January. So Chelsea's not connected as yet, but you know how things are with our owners and Brighton. There is a bit of a friendship there. Evan Ferguson, honestly, a couple of seasons ago, when he first broke through, I thought he was going to kick off from there. But the injuries have really, really marred his development. And now he doesn't get that opportunity at Brighton. And if you're not getting opportunity at Brighton, what makes you think that you should be getting opportunity at Chelsea? Danny Welbeck has taken that place. João Pedro plays up front. So, they can't seem to give minutes to Evan Ferguson. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. He's a quality striker as well, but injuries do worry me. At a young age, he's picked up a lot of injuries and on a regular as well. So, look, he would be a good challenge for Nicholas Jackson, 100%. I think it'll be good competition, but I don't think he's the one anymore. 2 years ago, as I said, his trajectory was on the way up, and now I think it has stalled a little bit. For me, Liam Delap, ladies and gentlemen, he's the up-and-comer. Comes from the Man City academy, so he knows exactly what tactical positional play means, and he's robust, man. His physical structure, his pace, his finishing quality, his work ethics is just fantastic. For me, Liam Delap would be the best competition for Nicholas Jackson. I think the best option for Chelsea Football Club. But let's see. There's no proper links as yet, as of now. There's Evan Ferguson, who's been linked previously. There's Gyokeres. There's John Duran. No Liam Delap as yet. Let me know your thoughts about the striker market, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Chelsea are considering a summer swoop for Marc Guehi. The Blues have been alerted to the fact his contract runs out at the end of next season and could be available on cut price. I don't know why we seem to be getting linked with Marc Guehi on a regular. This guy is a decent defender, don't get me wrong. He's England international, I understand that, but I'm never impressed by him when I watch Crystal Palace. And I get it, it's Crystal Palace, but defending your individual skill set, your individual brilliance should come through. That shouldn't matter whether your entire team is not good enough. You should be a colossal in defense, and he's not. I've seen him make errors. I've seen him get dominated in the air as well. So I'm not really sure why we're getting linked with Marc Guehi. It's not like he's any better than what we have. If we're gonna get someone, it needs to be a lot better than what we have. So I'm not really on board with Marc Guehi. Once again, you let me know your thoughts. I get it. Academy plan. We've sold him. We want to buy him back. It's going to cost a bit of money as well now. He does start for Palace. I'm pretty sure he's still the captain. I'm not absolutely certain about that. Do let me know in the comment section. But the fact that Palace is looking to get rid of him as well makes me think, what's going on here? I feel like Levi Colwill, left-footed, is a far better option than Marc Guehi, who's also left-footed as well. Levi Colwill's taller too. So I would pass Marc Guehi. We've already got a young stuff in Anselmino. I know we want to get more defenders. I understand that. quality defenders that is capable on the ball and obviously defensively. Like, for example, Murillo from Nottingham Forest is one that really sticks out for me massively. I'd rather go for someone like Murillo as opposed to Marc Guehi. Once again, let me know your thoughts. Maresca on Instagram. I love this, man. I love this. The fact that he's on Instagram. I know it's not him. I know someone's probably controlling his account. It's a PR team that's doing that. But Maresca, I love it. This is what he had to say on Instagram. Saturday was a great game. Satisfied with the path we are taking with the team. It was also exciting to see old faces, players and fans. Obviously, he went back to Leicester. I love it, man. This sort of connection with the fan base, Maresca online. As I said, it's probably not him, but still, nonetheless, the connection is still good. And this positive note is fantastic. Look, people are not talking about this enough. I know the 2-1 scoreline, Leicester, yeah, it looks like we just snuck a victory. No, we dominated them. Honestly, people that have watched that game, we dominated Leicester. Leicester had nothing. We should have had 4, 5, maybe. And we certainly shouldn't have given away that penalty. But yeah, that was a total domination. We played so good, so controlled, and I love this. I love this, and I hope we continue going in this manner with Enzo Maresca. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Gusto is back in training, which is fantastic news. But I do feel in the upcoming fixture against Aston Villa in the Premier League, we may continue on with the same lineup that we had against Leicester, because it provided a good balance between defense, midfield, and offense as well. So let's see what happens if we do change things around in the Premier League. Perhaps Gusto might play in the Conference League against Heidenheim of Germany. We shall see what happens, but it is a good news that he is back. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. I'm just in shock that what's happened to Man City. And it has finished 3-3 after being 3-0 up. Oh my God, there is something wrong at Manchester City. We shall probably cover this on a separate video. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.